Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie and today I'm going to talk to you about a skipping rope. Excuse my hair, it's a little bit crazy. I went for a swim this morning in the ocean and then let it dry and it's kind of a bit poofy and a bit crazy. Anyway, so I bought a skipping rope and the reason is we're going travelling soon and I kind of wanted to find something that I could do that I think I would enjoy that would also keep me fit, because obviously, you know, you can't really go swimming if there's no swimming pool, you can't go to the gym if there's no gym, you can't play tennis if there's no tennis courts. I kind of wanted something small and light that I could carry around with me and that I could do whilst I'm travelling to stay fit. And I bought a skipping rope a couple of years ago, about 5 years ago I think, when I was living in France. Didn't use it that often, I'll be honest, but this one I quite like the idea of it, so I went for the Terrich. What is this brand called? T-E-R-I-C-H. Terrich. I don't know what it's called. Went for that because it's a skipping rope that you can change the length of for a start, so different people can use it. So even though me and Jeremy are the same height, so it should kind of stay the same, if somebody else did want to use it, they could alter it, which I think is great. I know a lot of skipping ropes, you kind of have to have it at one setting and you can't really change it afterwards. And the other reason I went for this one is because it's actually electronic. Now what this means is that when you kind of jump with it, it counts your jumps and it can also count your calories and things like that. So now it's got a little screen on there and you can put in your weight. So if you do put in your weight, it'll tell you how many calories you've burned as well. There's also a time counter thing that can tell you how long you've been jumping for. There's a lap counter, so again that's the one that'll count how many jumps you actually do, and there's the calorie counter as well. Now the reason this is good is you can set different goals, so you can say, for example, I want to skip for 10 minutes and it'll set an alarm, or you can say I want to skip for 20 skips or 200 skips or whatever it is, and it'll set an alarm for you and tell you once you've finished those skips. And now initially when I bought this I was thinking I would do 1,000 jumps a day, because I've kind of seen those like, I did 1,000 jumps a day YouTube videos and they lose a shit ton of weight. So that's my initial reason, and then actually I don't think I'm going to do 1,000 a day because that sounds a bit insane. So I think I'm just going to start off with like 100 a day and then maybe build up to 200, 500, we'll kind of see how we go. But I really don't want to put any pressure on in terms of how many jumps I've got to do per day, because I think that can become quite dangerous in terms of, not dangerous, just, you know, setting unrealistic goals that, like, you know, how am I going to be able to jump 7,000 jumps in a week without ever doing it before? Well, apart from when I was a kid. So these are weighted as well a little bit, and it comes with a bag, which I think is really great as well. And it also comes with these. Now these look kind of crazy, I know, but basically you would put these on the end, and rather than having the whole rope going all the way around, you could just jump with this and have this whizzing round. Now the good thing about this is that you're not going to get, you know when the rope like whips your legs and it hurts, so you're not going to get any of that. But the bad thing is that, I mean, you're not really skipping, you're just kind of jumping with this, and I kind of think there's no point. You probably don't need a skipping rope without a rope to pretend to jump with. So but they're there anyway in case you did want to do that. I'm not going to be taking them with me travelling. It also came with a spare battery, which I think is great, so I can change the battery whenever that runs out. So when you first turn it on, you can set your weight. So I think you just press the set button and then you can press up or down to change the weight. I put it at 68. I'm not really sure if that's right or not. And then I think if you press set again, it goes to the time. So this is where you can set, for example, 20 minutes or an hour, or I mean no one's going to do an hour, but whatever, you can kind of set a timer there. Press set again and it goes to the laps. So this is how many jumps you actually do. So like I said, you can kind of set it at 100, 200, 500, whatever you're doing. And calories, so I think you can set, oh, I wonder if you can do that. I don't think you can set the calories, but you can set those three anyway, and it'll tell you how many calories you've burnt as well at the end of your workout. So I think this is a really great way to just kind of stay on top of your exercise and how much you're doing, because I feel like when I had a skipping rope before, I would try and count how many jumps I was doing, and it's so hard to keep track of like over 100. I feel like I completely lost count of what I was doing. So having it on here electronic I think is really great. Now it says that the minimum time is a minute and the maximum time is an hour, so that's plenty, that's absolutely fine. The maximum weight, it says, is 120 kilos. So I guess if you're more than that, you're just going to have to put 120. But yeah, I'm quite excited to try this. I gave it a quick go, but I've not actually used it on like a daily basis or anything. But I like the weight of them. I was worried about them being too light, but I quite like the weight of them. I also like the handle. It's got like a bobbly design, which is really great in terms of gripping. It's just got the one screen on the one side, so that's going to be super easy to keep track of. And then this just goes around, so it's never going to get caught. Do you know how some skipping ropes kind of get caught on themselves and you've got to untangle them? This will just go round and round and round, so I think that is super amazing as well. This is counting my leaps. I don't know how to turn it off, that's the only thing. I don't know if you just leave it or if you press the on button maybe. Oh, it'll automatically shut down if you don't activate function within 8 minutes. Okay, so it'll turn off after 8 minutes. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to have a go now at jumping with it, just to kind of show you what it's like and to try it out for myself as well. And then I think I'll come back to you in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, I don't know, and kind of let you know how I'm getting on. Now, I'm not weighing myself at all. I'm not measuring myself at all. I'm not kind of measuring my fat or anything like that, because I don't want it to be an unhealthy thing that I do to try and lose weight as such. I just kind of bought it as something to exercise with at home, to be able to take travelling, and something that hopefully I'll enjoy and that will get me fit. But I really don't want to focus on any goals or any numbers or anything like that, because I think that can be, like I said before, not dangerous, but just not a healthy habit to kind of try and lose weight specifically. Well, for me personally, that can be quite, not a great thing. So this is the box. I will leave it linked below in the description box if you want to get one for yourself. Yeah, so far I'm happy with it. Like I said, I kind of jumped with it like twice, literally like 2 jumps. So I'm gonna go out now and do a bit of skipping and see how I get on with it and see how many I can do. Like I have no idea if I can jump for 1 minute or 10 minutes. I have no idea if I can do 100 or 5,000 jumps. Like I have no idea where I'm at. So I think I'm gonna put on some trainers, go outside and do some jumping, and I'll kind of come back and let you know how I get on.
5 minutes later.
So I look a bit dishevelled because I just went out and did some skipping. I'll put the video here. I did first of all, I set my timer for 10 minutes thinking I could actually jump for 10 minutes. No way that was going to happen. So I jumped 2 minutes and did 140 jumps. And then I did 1 minute and did 80 jumps. So 3 minutes in total and 220 in total for day 1. So I'm not going to push it, I'm not going to go crazy, I'll just kind of do the same for the next couple of days and see how I get on with it. So like I said, it's not about losing weight, it's not about like losing fat, it's not about being skinny, it's not about any of this. It's just kind of about finding something that I enjoy, that I can carry around with me, and that I can do something to keep fit and to kind of exercise on the go. Overall, I think these are great. So this spun really, really easily. It didn't kind of get caught or anything, really lightweight and easy to skip with. The handles are slightly weighted, which is quite nice, and they're also textured, so you're not going to feel like they're slippy. They've got quite a nice grip to them as well, so if you get sweaty palms, that's going to be perfect. It'll stay there. I also found that the screen is really easy to use. The kind of setup and everything is super easy. I really enjoyed that, and I also tested out the timer as well, so it does actually go off. It kind of does a beeping noise, so that was great as well. Overall, I think these are amazing. So I bought these for $20 from Amazon. I will leave them linked below in case you want to buy them for yourself as well. I kind of did a lot of research and read lots of different reviews, and I think these are really great. The fact that they're weighted a little bit, the fact they've got the grippy handle, the fact that they've got the counter thing for you, they've got, really thin and lightweight rope that's not actually rope, it's actually plastic, and I think that's fine. It worked really well. And they've obviously got these bits if you wanted to do that, not that I ever will do, but they've got that option as well. And it comes with a spare battery and a bag to keep it in. I think these are really, really great. And I think it's just something that I will actually enjoy doing, because I'm not big on exercise at all. I enjoy swimming, I enjoy scuba diving, but obviously you kind of need a pool or an ocean to do that, whereas if you're traveling, you might not have that luxury. So I think something like this, kind of having something small that's just easy to do anywhere, I think is going to be ideal, and I just think they're great, honestly. So that's kind of it for this video in terms of kind of doing an unboxing and my first impressions. If you do want to kind of stay updated as well with my journey in terms of if I get fitter, if I do happen to lose weight, if I continue with it, or if I decide actually I hate it, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up, that really helps me out. And leave a comment below if you enjoy skipping yourself, or if it's something you've never done before. Let me know and let's have a conversation in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye!